task is now going to show up in my tasks in Outlook. So if I go in there, if you're someone who uses that functionality a lot, you'll see that there. So it's really neat to be able to do that. And what happens is when I complete the task in Outlook, it's actually going to update this, and it's going to mark this as a green check. So I know when I go back in and I look at it, I can actually see that, yes, this was completed. So really nice feature. I do love that one. Comes in really handy. All right, so we talked about templates. We talked a little bit about creating your own and about how to set a default template. We've inserted some meeting notes. Another really nice thing that you can do, talking about all the different kinds of media, we mentioned that in the beginning, that you can put in here. So let's take a look at what some of those things are. They actually, not only does OneNote work really well with Outlook, but it also interacts with Word and Excel and the rest of the Office suite as well. And one of the ways that happens is by opening up, I just have a Word document here, and what I want to do is, let's say that we're working on this flyer that's going to be going out, and I want to be able to share this with the sales team. So I'm going to come in and go to File, and I'm going to Print, and in this case I'm going to send it to OneNote. And what that's going to do when I click on Print is it's going to pop up with a little box somewhere. There it is. And it's going to say, okay, where in OneNote do you want to put that? So let's say I am going to put that in the sales group. So I'm going to come here, I'm going to open it, and I'm going to put it in if. Okay, so really quickly here, now I have this in there. So we can discuss it, or we can keep this as a, hey, this is what we did last year. Perhaps we have all of the different events here, so we can always refer back to what it was. So very nice to be able to do that, or even if you have other documents and things that are in Word, or if they're in Excel, it's great to be able to go back and take a look at those and keep them in a really organized way. You can do the same type of thing with Excel, and you can also drag and drop. So let's take a look at what that would look like. So over here I've got just a section in my documents for this webinar, and I've created this expense report. So now I want to take that expense report and I want to actually put it in here. So I'm going to take that and just drag it on and drop it, and it's going to ask me, what do I want to do with this? How do I want to insert it? Just as an attachment file, or do I actually want to insert the spreadsheet or a chart or a table? So in this case, I'm going to say, I'm going to insert the spreadsheet because I really want you to see what the functionality here is. So now I've actually inserted this, and it has a number of different tabs on it. So that's why you're seeing different sections here. So it has different sheet tabs in it. So I'm looking at the expense trends. And if I need to make a change to this, I can do it right from here because it's actually inserted the spreadsheet into this OneNote page. When I click on Edit, it's going to open up the Excel workbook, and then I can go ahead and make changes from here. When I'm finished, I would then click Save, close it out, and now I'm back to my OneNote. So really great. It just goes along with being able to keep everything that you have that's electronic together. Another, one second, I'm going to move up here a little bit. So another file that I have in here that I just want to be able to throw in there is this image. So I'm going to take this image of the sailboat, I'm going to take it and just drop it in there. So you can see how easy it is to get content in there. Another thing that I might want to take a look at is this brochure. So here I'm just going to add another page. You can see it applied my, my default template there. So I'm going to go ahead and take that off, set it back to no. I'm going to close this guy out, and we're going to add another page. Okay, so this is, let's say this is going to be called brochure. And now I'm going to take it from here and drag it over. Now the last time we did it from Word, we did a file print and print to OneNote. This time I'm taking it and dragging it in. So you can see it gives me a little different option here. If I just select attach file, it just becomes an attachment. And then when I double click it, it will open that. So there's my brochure. If instead I wanted it to be inserted and insert the printout, I could do that as well. And there it is. So love those features. It just makes it so easy to save all of your information in one location. One other thing that I want to show you that I showed this to my daughter actually as a side note, and she's in college at the time and doing a lot of research and papers and so on, and she just fell in love with this program because one of the things that it does is mark whenever you pull anything in from the internet, it'll mark where you got that content from. So let's take a look at what that looks like. It makes it super easy for, you know, if you have to do citations and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and just select this information here. I'm going to do a Control-C just to copy it. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to create a new page and paste it here. And you can do a Control-V or a right-click paste. So here's that information. And you'll notice some of the formatting might be a little bit different, but generally you have the information here. You'll notice that all the way on the bottom, it gives me a link of where I got this information from. So anytime that I need to go back and refer to this, I have the link there for me. And when you're doing any kind of research, you know, in technology, we are often looking up articles and knowledge-based articles and things like that, and we're pulling information in and kind of creating a knowledge base for ourselves. And as we do that, it's just so great to be able to come back and know right where that came from and be able to go there just by clicking on it if we need to get to that section again to refer to it. So love that. Not only can we do, but wait, there's more. Not only can we do things from the internet, you can also print to it as well. You don't get the link if you do a file print from, like, say, Internet Explorer, but it will print it in as if you printed it on a page. But other things that you can put in there as well are, you saw we did pictures, so you can definitely drag and drop images in there. You can attach files to it. You can also record notes in there as well. So let's just take a look at the insert menu and look at this. Here's another way that we can attach files, create spreadsheets. You can certainly put a table in. The nice thing about the spreadsheets and the way that we did it with the one earlier where we actually embedded the spreadsheet is that you have the full functionality of Excel there, so that's nice. You can also do screen clippings. And down here on the bottom, if you see, hopefully you can see that down there. If I right-click on that, it gives me an option to take a screen clipping. So at any point, I can grab that, just click on it, and then I can grab a section of the screen that I want, and it's going to paste that right into wherever my cursor was. So that's a nice feature. You can also do it from here. Pictures, again, we kind of looked at that. Online video, you can link things. But here's the thing that I really wanted to get to, that you can actually record audio or record video. And it can be, so say you are at a seminar or in a meeting and you want to be able to take notes and record that information. You can actually do record audio and it will put in, yeah, it's not going to let me do it right now because I'm already doing another recording. But you could click in record, or if you have a webcam, you could do record video. And once you click that, it's going to put a little icon here that shows you that you're recording. It'll take you to the recording screen where you can stop the recording when you're ready to. But the